from Los Angeles. This is Montserrat Radio. You're listening to Montserrat Radio.
In the spirit of the war against fake news, Montserrat Radio presents The Fake News Show, conspiracy news and a different point of view of current events. And now your hosts, Benny Wilson and Thomas Christian.
Hello, good evening everybody, and welcome to the Fake News Show. This is your host, Benny. Today we had a very slow day, but just because it's a slow day does not mean that we don't have great news. Yes, we have great news. Since yesterday, I'm so sorry. Sorry, let me clear my throat. All right, since yesterday that I reported the progress, and I reported that tremendous news that are coming out. I told you that we were going to have more great news in days to come. Today it was not an exception. It was a great day because we have tremendous news. And as soon as I recover from my throat, I will let you know. So, let me get a little water. Okay. So let's start from the beginning. You see, I had a lot of issues right now, especially with my server. Because, I do this on my own, especially when I have time. But then again, let me explain to you what's going on right now so everybody understand, again, where we are. And the news, and what about the news. I don't have no Intel today, okay? Just, if you want to just turn off your computer, just do whatever you were doing, go ahead. I don't have Intel for you because I'm not here for your pleasure of addiction of Intel. I'm just here to share you the information that we got on hands. And if I have some Intel, I will let you know. But today, I got no Intel. Why? Because not every day is for Intel. Why? Because even if I have Intel and I don't want to say it, I just don't. Simple as that. Because I don't want to ruin it for everybody. Okay? Simple. Very simple. If you don't want to accept that simplicity, that's your problem. And why am I talking like this? It's because today I had a wonderful chat with two idiots that demanding me to retract because I've been telling everybody that the sim is a myth. Yes, you got that right. I got a lady and an idiot coming to me and telling me that I don't know nothing about the sim. Nothing. So I say, okay, listen, so what is your point? I told him straight out, what is your point? What do you want me to do? I mean, is it you are so upset because me, the less likely, less famous guru up there, don't want to share, don't believe about your fairy tale of the Zimbabwe. Why do you need my approval? I asked her that. Why do you need my approval? You're perfectly fine with the one who knows and all the rest of the idiots telling you about the Zimbabwe and the rates. Why do you need my approval? And I even told her, look, let me just do this. Let me record this conversation so everybody knows what you're talking about. They refuse. They refuse going on my air. I said, so why are you running away from this? I mean, if you got nothing to do, if you have no fear, why then you coming to me to waste my time? And you want me to accept the fact that the Zimbabwe will go. I mean, doesn't make no sense, isn't it? That's exactly what I've been telling you. I told you that yesterday. You've been brainwashed and you've been false informed for more than a decade. You, the one who's listening to me, they've been putting a lot of crap on you. And right now, there are idiots up there who are still believe about this myth. Yes. And I got two idiots coming to me because they need my approval for this. This is the most ridiculous stuff I ever seen. It's ridiculous. I told them, look, I'm going to make you a great example. I'm going to make you a great favor to both of you. I will block your ass, both of you. And go back to those gurus who's telling you you were much happier before you were listening to me. I will make that favor to you, and I block them. That's the situation we are living right now, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. If they tell you right now that Jesus is coming with a bunch of bag of dinars, people will believe it. Yes, that is how they brainwash you. And guess what? I'm going to tell you something that you probably have never been told. I'm going to tell you right now something that I probably will get in trouble, but I will tell you right now what it is before I go on with my show. The reason why they keep telling you about the Zimbabwe, about the private group exchanges. They even had like three people coming to me, and I'm gonna mention the name because I protect and I respect privacy. 3 people have come out to me with the same questions. They say that there will be no public exchange, and I posted on Facebook. I said, public exchange is a fact. It is not a private guru bullshit. Private exchange, public exchange. It is a 100% fact. There is a reason why I have never, ever, since I ever come back, since I came back out of nowhere, since people know about me, have never support private exchanges. I have over 20 years in the banking industry, over 21 years in the banking industry. I have met one of the toughest elites in the bank industry. Not to mention all the procedures of the banking industry and exchange in the world. Not one have ever told me about any private exchange. Not even one. All the private exchanges that I know is happening are between bankers, not groups, not private groups. And the reason why they keep selling you this is because of this. This is what is going to shock you. Okay? Check this out. The reason why these idiots are promoting private groups is because they have made illegal contract with some banks and some institutions, financial institutions, and I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, that have promised them that if they come out with a lot of people, those people who are leading those private exchanges will get a much higher rate. That is why they're convincing you that there will be no public exchange. That is the only reason. It is about their own interest. It's not about your interest. It is not about your humanitarian project's interest. It is not. And that's the reason why they hate me. That is the reason why they attack me. That is the reason why they say me all these morons, and they talk shit about me over the internet. There you go. Think about it. That is the reason why they keep selling you about private groups. Not me. Okay? There you go. Now let's continue with the news, shall we? We got tremendous news today. Tremendous news. We got 2 more districts in Mosul, 2 more districts that has been liberated. And if you notice on my last map that I posted on the Facebook, the map is getting shorter and shorter and greener. So how many days are we gonna wait until all the little white spot or green spots or black spot will be fulfilled with green color? I will repeat it again so you understand my view. Those maps are only a stage to make you believe that they are not liberated. It is a propaganda of false perception. Mosul has been liberated for the last year and a half. When you exchange you will know the reasons why we have many delays, and you will get pissed. Thank you. All right. The other news that I got over here is Iraq is about to compensate Kuwait with a $4.6 billion. What this news is about and what it's got to do with the RB. It got everything, absolutely everything about the Kuwait, about the RB. Why? Because they need to pay the money to the country they destroy. They need to compensate and restore all the money the Kuwaiti people spent to rebuild the country after Saddam Hussein destroyed it completely. So, what does the news say? I'm going to post it on Facebook so you can read it. Let me take a look at that news, please. Let me go through the news and let me read it. All right, it says, Finance Minister discussed agency Esa Abdul Razak with a delegation from the U.S. Embassy to complete readiness credit mechanism programs with the International Monetary Fund. The Al-Isa, when he received the U.S. Deputy Ambassador Stephanie Williams and her accompanying delegation, according to a minister's statement received by all of Iraq, readiness of the Minister of Finance to complete the second review of the program to prepare the credit with international monetary funds, meaning, because this is a terrible translation, Iraq requests an extension to pay Kuwait. Guess what Kuwait said? No way, Jose. No more extensions, no more delays. As a matter of fact, we want you to pay us right now. And when you pay us right now, we want you to raise your value. Meaning that if they're going to pay $4.6 billion, you add it. You multiply that for about 4 times. I just gave you the rate. For about 4 times, and you will see that it's going to be trillions and trillions of dollars. Yes. And they deserve that. Because they need to pay that. Okay? Do they have the money? Yes, they do. They're filthy rich. Okay? And why do they have to pay the money? And what is that got to do with the RB? It is one of the main conditions. So all the restrictions are get out from Iraq so they can revalue their currency. Bingo. It is a very important news. They are getting ready to pay and get out in the international market, revalue their currency, and we all be happy. Okay? So stop asking me why did you say that news. What is that got to do with the RB? I can no longer give you more clear information on that. And I'm just telling you this because I got a dozen of people coming to me asking me, what is that got to do with the RB? If you don't pay attention, stop listening. I've been really patient with you. But if you're not putting your attention and you just want to know when you're going to get paid, my God, you're pathetic. If you only care about when you're going to get paid, I just had a guy coming to me, when are we going to cash out? And I posted on Facebook, I said, do not say the word cash out by the time you exchange. You're not cashing out. If you mention the word cashing out, you got something coming. And you're going to screw yourself up. Do not mention the word cash out. You are exchanging. You are not cashing out. Don't be a moron. You are exchanging. A very simple process. Don't mention anything else that is not the right thing to say. Okay. So, the other news that I got is, this is a great news. I'm going to post this on Facebook. It says like this: economists then wonder the government insistence of use of cash as penny, meaning, in other words, the economists in Iraq have insist that they want to use the simple penny in their economy. Guess why? I'm gonna tell you why. in a worthless currency like the dinar is, because right now the dinar rate is a worthless currency. It just doesn't have no value, very little value. Okay, the more value your currency have, the less volume of notes you need running around the currency. Meaning, you don't need a $25,000 or 25,000 dinars in your currency. You don't need that. You don't need a $500,000 dinar in your country. If that was the case, the United States of America will do the same. We don't have $25,000 note. We don't have a $500,000 note. We do have a $100,000 note, but the reason why you don't see it is because it only is given and provided to people who has a lot of money and they don't want to just carry a lot of cash on their hands. Okay? So the more worth is your money, the stronger your currency, the less likely you will need all those higher notes on your hands. That is the reason why they want to use the penny. Because as we, the United States, our dollar, we use penny. And guess what? A penny is a penny. It is value. It has value. It has the single decimal of a dollar. So they're telling you, they are telling the world, we are going to use a dime, we are going to use a penny in our currency because we are going to be much worth than the dollar. That's it. They're getting ready to revalue. This is huge. This is one of the best news I've seen so far. I said it like maybe 10 years ago to my own people in my private before I get out. I told them, there is no way the dinar will revalue. And everybody hated me and said, why are you saying that? Everybody's saying that it's going to revalue. Hey, it passed 12 years and nothing, right? So back then I told them, because if they are going to implement a penny, then I believe they're going to revalue. They're not implementing no pennies. They're not implementing lower notes. There is no revalue. Period. I was right. Now they're getting ready to implement the penny, and guess what's happening after that? The lower notes. And they cannot deploy or distribute the lower notes without a higher currency rate. So we are going to see right now DRB, my friends. Okay? It's on the news. I will post it on Facebook. So where's the next news? Oh, here's the next one. Very good one. I've been telling you that we need to hear news from the banks. And what? I got a lot of news from banks now. There you go. Council of Ministers voted to amend the Central Bank Act. What is the Central Bank Act? The Central Bank Act, it is an act and a law that will protect the value and price of the dinar. Bingo. So now they voted for the amendment of the Central Bank Act. Why? Because we are going to have DRB. I told you yesterday, we have never been this close in over a decade. I told you yesterday that when I was exposed to all these exchanges, behind the curtains, behind everybody's knowledge, I was shocked and I was excited. Bingo. And now we're getting all this news that confirming my breaking news, my for information. I just had Lara Croft coming with a lot of information on Facebook, and I told you, watch what Lara Croft is giving you. Her news, her information is crucial. Watch it. Pay attention. They are very, very good news. We are in an excellent situation. And before I forget, let me just tell you something. I will let you know when I'm going to be spending the whole night until they deliver Mosul. Okay? When they free Mosul, I'm going to be overnight. I'll probably be on Facebook Live or something. And anybody who wants to join me for celebration, you are welcome. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be one of the most exciting times we have ever lived. If you want to be part of history, you can come over to my Facebook page and join me. We are going to celebrate like 1999. Okay? We're going to get drunk. We're going to be having parties. We're going to celebrate this holy day because it's got to be a holy day. It's the day that God has delivered us from poverty. It is one of the most sincere, most profound changes on the financial system in ever. Okay? So, I will let you know when I'm going to start that. Okay, what is the next news I got here? Oh, I forgot. Today is May 10, 2017. For us, the Latinos, we celebrate Mother's Day. Not so much for the Americans, but I just want to wish a happy Mother's Day to everybody who has been created to bring life on this world. And I bless you from the bottom of my heart, because mother's job these days are one of the toughest jobs ever. I respect you and I adore you. So in your day, I congratulating you, and God bless you. Okay. So let's see with this. Hold on one second. I think now you can listen me well. Sorry for that. So let's see what the other news I got. Oh, I got a great news now. Listen to me. I was watching our brother John Nigel, and I didn't know this, but back in 2015, he had a dream. And he had a dream, and I want you to listen to his dream, okay? And there's a reason why I want you to listen to his dream. The reason why I want you to listen to his dream is because I got news for you that I did not supposed to say today. Okay? So just let me show you what is his dream about, and he just called my attention. Say, my God, this is the same thing I got. So listen to the tape. I will post this on my Facebook page, and I will tell you what the news that I got, that I did not supposed to say anything today, but I will say it because I feel like I will not do any harm to the process. Okay? Just please listen to the dream.
if it now the stock ZN breaks $2. All right, guys, welcome to Currency 365. Okay, in December 2014, I had a dream. I'm gonna make this quick. The dream was I saw stock ZN, Zion Oil and Gas. Okay, their stock is ZN. I saw it break $2 a share. When I saw it break $2 a share, there was another chart in the middle. It was the humanitarian project fundings. I saw them announce their funding period, mode, and I saw them then get funded. And then there was another chart on the right of it, and I saw it said Iraqi dinar RV, and it had a chart the dinar was at the bottom at 0.00086 or whatever it is now, and it started rising after the projects were funded, had funding in their accounts. Remember, the humanitarian projects can get funded in their account, but they cannot be touched until the public RV because of double dipping. So the projects had all their money in their account, and they're waiting on the public RV. And when the public RV was announced, the graph just went straight up, and I saw $1, and it went to the dollar, and it broke through the dollar. I mean, it just crashed through the dollar. So that tells me that I thought at that time it was telling me that the dinar was going to float from from where it's at, over to $1 and then break $1. But I don't think that's what it was telling me. Now, because, all the evidence that's coming out now, I think it's telling me that the RV is going to start around $1 and then break through it. Or if it goes to $3, that is crushing it. So, when I saw in the dream, it crushed the dollar. It just went straight through it like it was nothing. So if it comes out at $3, and that's going through the dollar like it's nothing. Now, if it comes out at 86 cents to $1.17, and okay, cool. And then a couple days later, it goes to $2, and a couple days later, it's at $3. A couple days later, it's at $5. Then that's crushing it as well. So either way, it's going to crush the dollar mark, the 1-to-1 mark. So that's great news. But it all happened when stock ZN broke $2. And then a couple, 7 days to 3 weeks later, the projects were all in blackout mode. The humanitarian projects all got into blackout mode. And then a couple weeks later, they all were funded. And then a couple weeks later, the dinar happens. So this puts us right at Ramadan. So, let's see if this happens. Let's see if stock ZN Friday breaks $2. It could do it right in the morning and then stay up over $2 in the morning. I don't know, but let's see if stock ZN breaks $2 Friday or next week, and then they announce that we're in blackout. I know Zap. If you on dinar recaps and all that stuff, Zap said that it's a total blackout now for project funding. We have not received that word for our projects or anything else like that. And I've talked to other people, and they have not received that yet. So Zap is probably a little bit ahead of the game, but we have not received that we're in blackout mode yet, or any type of mode or keywords yet. But once stock ZN goes above $2, then we will receive that. Okay? And then once we receive that, give it about 2 to 3 weeks to actually be funded. Maybe even 4 weeks. Maybe it's going to take the whole May to be funded. And then after that, then a couple weeks later, then you'll see the dinar RV right before Ramadan.
Okay. I'm sorry that for a very several minutes, the recording, you were not able to listen to everything. I'm sorry, but like I mentioned before, I have been having a lot of problems with my server. I apologize for that. But now I play the recording again, and this is something that John Nigga said back in 2014. So, years ago, he had that dream. Now, let me just tell you something. John Nigga is also a prophet. Alright? So, it calls my attention because, like I told you yesterday, we've never been this close in over a decade. And I'm telling you, see, everything I've been telling you is coming together. If you put all the pieces together, you'll see that I'm not telling you bullcrap. I'm not sending you fairy tales. This is truth. So, he talks about, he mentioned many times, humanitarian blackout. Alright? I'm going to tell you the information that I got that I was told not to say anything. Pay attention. The humanitarian blackouts that he's mentioning about are the prosperity packages. And you heard me, you listened to me about the prosperity packages. The first time that I mentioned, a lot of people came to me asking me for their numbers, and I don't have that information. Sorry. I only had the information on hand when they met me in person and they asked me to say the things that I told you about. Then later on, I was told that they were getting ready to distribute the prosperity packages. Then after that, I didn't know nothing about it. I never heard from these people again. So the day that I meet the bankers, I met the same people. And this guy told me that the prosperity packages have been blocked, meaning that they have not received the funds yet. Okay? So, it calls my attention, and this is what you guys gonna be jumping around, because what I'm about to tell you, I was told that not to say anything. Okay? So, the prosperity packages already have been funded, according to the information that I've been told. I have been approached for not one, but 3 people in separate occasions telling me that they already received the prosperity packages. The last one was a guy who lives in Los Angeles, and he showed me with their own hands their deposit of $1.3 million that they provide him with a prosperity package. $1.3 million. I don't know how this prosperity package distribution works, but God bless you. So, if these people who has contacted me are 100% truth, I believe that in a few days, and I'm talking about days, you will be contacted with the people who send you for the prosperity packages. Okay, so that is your intel that I did not supposed to say, and I'm telling you what I'm saying is because I feel like my information is really not going to be hurt to anybody or any process. We are in advanced mode right now, so I don't think I'm gonna be doing any more harm than what they already done. Okay, so I'm gonna continue with that recording, because this is the recording that he had, a dream that he had. John Nigger had this. My brother John Nigger had this dream back in 2014. Okay, and he also mentioned that it's probably going to be after Ramadan or days after Ramadan. Well, let me just tell you about the days after Ramadan, okay? First of all, Ramadan starts on the 26th of May. The 26th of May is when we have Ramadan. I have told you that the days that you got to watch are May the 1st, you already passed. May the 12th, we are 2 days away. And May the 25th. And there's a reason why I've been telling you this. That you'll see a combination of things happening before we got the RB. But everything is developing so fast that when the DRB happens, it's going to shock you because it's going to surprise you. You've been waiting for over a decade. For those who have been waiting since 2007. You've been waiting for over a decade, and when they tell you, you're not going to believe it. Why? Because you've been there before. Their faults told you that. They either make fun of your belief by promoting and publishing a stupid website, or you have an ignorant moron telling you it's already revalued. Let's go to the bank. I have people like 3 years ago who had this moron come up to their home, videotape them, and telling, hey, revalue again, let's go to the bank. Are you serious? Yeah, man, let's go. And it was so funny for everybody to watch, but not for me. That's how pathetic it has become. Because people take advantage of your feelings. People will take advantage of your dreams. If there's anybody who will destroy your dreams, are the people who don't believe you. Okay? So right now, we are in excellent news. I will post this video from my brother John Nigel. I want you to see it. Pay attention to the prophecy. Because we are about to have a total change of our reality. For now, thank you so much for your attention. Once again, I apologize for the disturbance of my sound. God bless everybody, and I'll see you in the next edition of the Fake News Show. Bye-bye now.
Thank you for listening to the Fake News Show with Benny. See you next time for more conspiracy news, current events, and intel from the most controversial show from Montserrat Radio.